What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the NoFaceCrypto channel. What is NoFace? No guys. You feel me? All right. Today I want to talk about something pretty cool. I actually did not know about this, so if you guys have already discovered this and you know this, then that is completely okay. But I want to speak on this for my own good and just to know what's out there, and for anyone who doesn't already know, this is pretty cool. So we have Uphold. Now, obviously, we know there's rumors and whispers about Ripple and Uphold, or Ripple acquiring Uphold. All right. Now, when you see something like this now, it makes it very, very interesting, and it kind of supports that argument. So now we have something on Uphold where you can choose to introducing Uphold direct deposit and a new way to earn with every paycheck. Earn 4% XRP back every time you make a qualifying direct deposit of 250 or more. Fully automated, no manual top ups, up to $200 a month in XRP you are getting backed. All right, here's how it works. Step 1, connect Uphold to your payroll provider. All right, set up a paycheck linked deposit of at least 250. Receive 4% of that deposit back in XRP. $1,000 deposit equals 40 XRP. Rewards are paid monthly after a 30-day holding period. Whether you're a seasoned XRP holder or just want a smarter, more rewarding way to fund your crypto account, this is built for you. Available U.S. users. So I think this is very, very interesting. Now, think about this, guys, for a second. All right, I want to put this in perspective, and I'm just going to use myself as an example. So, I'm not going to go in and say exactly what my financial position is here, but imagine you have a company 401k match of 4%, 5%, right? Boom. That $50 is getting taken out. That however much is getting taken out. This $40 in XRP is getting taken out, getting put into like a 401k for you, right? Well, X that out. Get your deposit, direct deposit up into Uphold. Okay, you still get the same amount of money you get before, and you're making that 4% back on XRP. So I think this is a very, very interesting thing to look into for all you guys, okay? Um, I might even consider this myself, to be completely honest. It's a free 4% in XRP. I don't even know. I didn't even know this was a thing. So to me, this is absolutely insane. Um, and I suggest looking into this. This also does support the argument that Ripple will purchase Uphold. If Ripple purchases Uphold, guys, like, can you not see all this stuff just coming together? All right, absolutely insane. I just want to touch on that for like 1 second. If Ripple acquires Uphold, they have this here. I mean, why would you go to any other bank? Seriously, why would you? Is Wells Fargo giving you 4% on your XRP per paycheck? All right, this is why I say go get a 9 to 5, get your direct deposit, throw it into Uphold, get 4% back in XRP, plus in the addition of the other stuff you already have in crypto, if you do or do not. Um, that's just my suggestion. Not financial advice, but you guys know what I do really want to say on this channel, but I'm just going to say not financial advice. All right. I think this is very interesting. It's worth looking into for many, many people. Obviously, by now, if you guys haven't heard, you guys probably have heard by now. We have anonymous wallets that moved 40,000 Bitcoin. This has been linked possibly to someone who's worked also on XRP as well. This doesn't really mean much except for the fact that something is coming, and you best believe that this wallet sat dormant for about 14 years, and out of nowhere, July 4th, boom, moves 40,000 Bitcoin. So this Bitcoin could get used to purchase XRP. Like, you really don't know what's going to happen here. But ask a Bitcoin maxi how they feel about that. They're scared. They're shaking in their boots because Bitcoin is bullshit. But I'm done. I'm not going to keep talking about that. Um, very, very interesting stuff going on in this space, obviously. And so when you have Uphold, get 4% back in XRP every payday. It's like getting a bonus every time you get paid. Why wouldn't you do this? If you're sitting on direct deposit and this is such an easy option, why wouldn't you do this? Um, Now, obviously, here's the problem with that. Like, I don't know if you would want to actually. I don't know. I don't know the use case really of Uphold. Like, can you just charge your bills to an Uphold account? Like, I'm not really sure what to do in that situation. I'm just letting you guys know. Like, I think this is worth looking into. If you don't know about it already, lock in, look into it, because this is just a very small example of money to be made. Why would you leave free XRP on the table? That's just a very obvious question here. Um, let's see here. We have ZBCN. Obviously, we got cooked a little bit today. Last week, we're down another 20%, 30% on the month. It's not looking great. But if you believe in a project, then you believe in it, and I don't have to convince you to buy or hold or whatever. I do think I know I said it in the last video, but I don't think this is a reach that Ripple purchases Uphold. They become a certified bank. You get your direct deposits through Uphold like you already can. You can earn XRP yield off of that, and you can get your check in like a stable coin, for example, using like a ZBEC network, or they could white label the ZBEC network cards as Ripple cards, and that's another. You can use payments with stable coins basically, because they would have to have a card that you can do that with. Now, a situation that wouldn't be good for ZBEC or ZUCN is if Ripple, which they easily could do, just go ahead and create their own card, and we wouldn't even need ZBEC at that point. And that's just to be completely real with you guys. But with that being said, I do think it's showing a lot of strength, this coin right now. I don't really anticipate us like crashing all the way down to triple zeros. If we do, then we do. And then honestly, if we do, I'm buying more. Unless it's a complete rug pull, I'd be buying more. So that's really about kind of all I have to say today. Pretty interesting stuff going on. Obviously, like I think the move right now is to just stay patient, stay positive, and just keep stacking up your crypto, stack up your pennies next to their dollars. All right. Once again, ZBCN, Algorand, HBAR, XLM, XRP, even XTC. These are the ones that you guys got to be really looking into. Okay. Forget about your Ethereum. Forget about your Bitcoin. Anytime someone says to hold a majority of your hold a portion of your assets in Bitcoin to stabilize your portfolio, fuck that. All right. You either win or you don't. This is a dog eat dog world. We don't got time to stack up Bitcoin when this was just the biggest fraud from the start. All right? XRP was built on the back of everything that Bitcoin couldn't do. And that is a fact. The same people who worked on Bitcoin worked on XRP. Bitcoin was a test subject. The population was the subjects that we tested. All right? XRP came out right after that. This is the real McCoy. This is the real deal. Bitcoin is not the real deal. So if you're not stacked up on your XRP already by now, unfortunately, it takes a. Let's just throw an example out there, and say you want you want 1,000 XRP, just 1,000 XRP. That's like $2,000. All right. The majority of Americans and the majority of the world can't afford a $2,000 expense, $1,000 expense, and in order to actually achieve that, and if you wanted to dollar cost average that, it's going to take you months. It could take you a year. It could take literal months. So the clock is ticking. And there was an opportunity where purchasing XRP at 50 cents, 60 cents, like that was a move. And it was down there for a long, long time. And if you're trying to chase candles and you're trying to go after this now, thinking you're going to make rich and be money, and do all this stuff, be a millionaire, overnight, it's not going to happen. All right, it's a long-term time horizon, long-term conviction. And if you don't believe it, this space, crypto, it's not for you. If you want to get rich overnight and you really think crypto is going to do that for you, get out of the space because it's not for you. And I can tell you that right now 100%. All right. Fast forward 5 years, 10 years from now, this entire landscape could look completely different. So, if you're bought in on ZBCN, XRP, Ripple, and you really see what's going on, you can kind of connect the dots a little bit. All right. In terms of ZBCN, it's kind of make or break this cycle. We will see what happens, but for now, it's long-term hold, and we just wait it out. We wait out the storm, and that's about it. If you're down on your investment, just wait it out. Selling is the worst thing you could ever do. If you want to keep reaccumulating and bring your average down a little bit, that is completely fine. But not financial advice here at the NoFaceCrypto channel, and we're just going to see what happens here long term. As you guys know, I am invested in ZBCN myself. I will not tell you guys how much I have, obviously, but I have enough to where if ZBCN goes to, if it achieves what it's meant to achieve and it goes to $1, essentially, like, y'all will never hear from me again, basically. And that's just the truth. But we will see what happens. You got to take a risk in the space if you're willing to make some money, and you got to hedge your assets. If you don't have assets in other places, if you don't have assets in the stock market, and stuff like that as well, like you shouldn't even be in crypto in the first place. It's not all about crypto here. There's whole other markets. It's ridiculous. So that's about all I have to say today. I'm going to be done rambling for you guys. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing day. I hope you guys have a great 4th of July or had a great 4th of July. And to the one person in my channel on the last video who asked why I'm putting video game footage in a financial video, bro, I got free will. I can do whatever I want. I don't even know why you're asking that question. That's ridiculous. Yeah, y'all have a great one. Love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. No face, no guys.